All right. We'll turn that down. Radio check. Uh, 119.85.
Kane 10,000.
05010,000 descent, thank you.
Okay. Alright.
Emirates 232 Super ready.
Emirates 232 Super, roger, on departure, turn right heading 360, the wind 0605, runway 30, clear for takeoff.
30 clear for takeoff, heading 360, departure Emirates 232 Super.
Alright, I'm about to send you a YouTube link.
Banana Kilo Oscar, we're having prime weights, we might have to disconnect.
Delta 9 Kilo Oscar, roger, please advise if you do. American 1015, turn right heading 330.
Right turn 330, American 1015.
Delta 39 with feedback, looking for push.
Who's looking for push?
That's American 1518.
Alright,
American 15,
there
18,
you go.
Departure, pushing the alley approved, call for taxi short of November.
Call for taxi short of November 1518.
Southwest 1798, you ready?
There you go.
8 Merchant, Southwest 1798. Southwest 1798, the wind 360 at 5, runway 1, clear for takeoff. Runway 1, clear for takeoff, Southwest 1798.
Delta 9 Kilo Oscar, back.
Delta 9 Kilo Oscar, roger, back.
Delta 1454 requesting push at Dulles. Hey, I sent you a link.
Delta 1454 Potomac, you're at Reagan, right?
Delta 1454, we are at Dulles.
Delta 1454, roger. I'm showing you on the ground at DCA at Reagan, and that's where your flight plan is. We'll push on to Kilo, approved, face south.
Kilo approved, face south, and yeah, I got the iCals mixed up again. I'm sorry. All right. The stream's going.
Approach
I
American
sent you a
1015, are
link.
we cleared for the approach?
American 1015, sorry about that. Yep, a couple folks at once there. Just sent you through the localizer. Right heading 040 to Katrin. Maintain 2,500 until established on localizer. Cleared ILS, runway 1 approach.
All right, do what?
Cleared approach, we kind of were thinking ahead since you were busy. We did activate localizer, we're on it.
By a scruff,
Roger.
like a cat.
Emirates 232 Super radar contact pass in 1,100. Turn right direct Riggins, climb and maintain flight level 190.
Climb and maintain flight level 190, right send our 2 Riggins, Emirates 232 Super.
Alright, APU Gen on bus. APU air on. Strobe steady. Anti-collision lights on. Prepare for pushback and departure. Departure clearance requested.
Here, 788, 034 right.
Set menu.
Air Share 788, roger, welcome to Manassas. Are you parking on the east side or the west side?
Air.
Air Share 788, roger, you can taxi park in Bravo, Echo, remain this frequency.
Bravo, Echo, remain the frequency, Air Share 788.
Southwest 1798, radar contact passing 2,100, climb and maintain 17,000. Up to 17,000, and we're out of 2,200, Southwest 1798. American 1015, the wind at Washington is showing 360 at 5, runway 1, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 1, American 1015.
Alright, controls work.
Locking gear.
Potomac departure, good afternoon, American 1412 over at Washington Reagan with Quebec, IFR to LaGuardia.
Facing south on Kilo.
American
Release parking brakes.
1412, Potomac departure, hello. I'm going to send you an updated PDC here. Cruise altitude is going to go down to 210.
All right, we are pushing back from the gate, about to start our engines.
210 for 1412.
All right. Packs off. Do what?
American 1412, disregard. I can't adjust it, but just know final cruise, flight level 210.
Alright, final cruise 210 for American 1412.
And push in the alley is approved, call for taxi.
Push approved and we'll call
Okay, you're watching. Awesome. All right. Packs off. All the fuel pumps on. Left aft, left forward, forward, forward aft. Starting engine 2.
Emirates 232 Super, direct Swan.
Taxi Swan, Emirates 232 Super. Ready for taxi for the November, American 1518.
American 1518, runway 1, taxi via November, Juliet, cross runway 4.
1 November Juliet.
Alright, N2 is rising.
American 1518.
Engine 2's spooling up.
Delta 1454, squawk mode Charlie.
1454, roger. Why am I not squawking mode Charlie?
Attention all aircraft information, Kilo, current at Dulles, the altimeter 3006.
I don't have control over that, sorry. Delta 1454, yeah, we do not have mode Charlie on the ground in this aircraft. It is automatic.
Delta 1454 in the V-Pilot, there's usually a feature where you can just click it.
Yeah, it the aircraft overrides it. You click it and it doesn't do anything. Alright, starting in
1454, roger. Advise, ready to taxi then. Hopefully when you're airborne or when you're rolling, it'll come on.
1454, roger. Alright. Confirm good engine start with the ground crew. Starting engine 1. As for this, why is it not working the way it needs to? We'll recycle it.
Air 788 is going to shut it down. Thanks for the patient ATC today. You have a good day.
KJ, bro.
Remove the vest from the container by pulling on the tab and then opening the pouch. Flip the vest over your head, wrap the strap around your waist, and attach it to the buckle in front.
Yeah, but I'm not sure why I don't have no Charlie. Oh well.
As you leave the plane,
Alright,
inflate
engine
the
1's
vest by
spooling up.
pulling down on the red tab at the bottom of the vest, or manually inflate
Let's
by pulling
go.
into the tube at shoulder level. Allow activated lights and detach from the vest. If necessary, we'll distribute additional light vests to your way to 35 pounds or less.
Alright, engines are rolling. Runway turn off, taxi lights on, engine generators 1 and 2 on, wing lights on, strobe and steady for the lights, engine starter set continuous, hydros, channel A
American
on,
1015, welcome to Washington,
packs
Western November
on,
1, you
APB
guys
off,
parking spot.
Yeah, we'll be heading to Delta
auto brake,
42.
RTO, reject takeoff, flaps set 5 degrees.
American 1015, roger, taxi parking via Kilo 1, Kilo.
Kilo 1 Kilo, American 1015, and we're clear of runway 1.
Alright,
Thank you.
let's get rolling.
1798, you're climbing out of airspace, Washington Center is offline, radar services are terminated, frequency change is approved, goodbye.
Parking brakes released.
To the void, Southwest 1798, we'll see ya.
Give her some gas.
United 109 Heavy, fly heading 200, descend and maintain 6,000.
200, 6,000, United 109 Heavy.
Brakes work. Alright, calling for taxi. Delta 1454 Potomac, requesting taxi.
Delta 1454, runway 1, taxi via Kilo Foxtrot Juliet, cross runway 4.
Kilo Foxtrot Juliet, cross runway 4 to runway 01, Delta 1454.
American 1518, the wind 360 at 5, runway 1, clear for takeoff.
1 clear for takeoff, American 1518.
Select departure, good afternoon. Speed on 825 over the top south. I've got a IFR November 875, November Delta. Roger, I'm going to have a PDC for you in just a second.
We're scooting.
Might have a reroute, but I'll let you know.
Copy that, yeah, sorry, this might have been so weird.
Alright.
Ready.
All right.
Approaching 2-2.
We taxi.
Alright, November 875, November Delta. You're staying in most of our airspace, so I'll just go ahead and clear you as filed. Expect PDC.
Cut that, we'll expect that. Thanks.
Approaching 0-1.
Beautiful. All right, we're holding short runway. Delta 1454 Potomac approach, holding short runway 1.
Delta 1454, runway 1, clear for takeoff.
Delta 1454 runway 1, clear for takeoff. All right.
232.
We're about to pull up on this runway and take off.
American 1518, radar contact at 3,600, climb maintain flight level 210.
All the way up to 210, American 1518.
United 109 Heavy, fly heading 190.
Approaching 0-1.
All right, lining
Delta 9
up.
Kilo Oscar, do you have a specific fix you want to try to plan to intercept?
We would like to take a second.
All right.
Putting up the chart.
Auto throttle on.
Let's go via ear.
And let's roll at
Or if
140%.
that does not work, we could go via Twoot too. Delta 9
And
Kilo.
Toga.
Delta 9 Kilo Oscar, plan to intercept at Twoot, maintain 4,000, present heading.
Present heading, maintaining 4,000 and planning for Twoot.
80 knots.
Emirates 232 Super, contact New York Center on 125.32.
100 knots.
12532, Emirates 232 Super, have a good day.
V1. Rotate. Positive climb. Gear up. Alright, cut off the windshield wipers, because we don't need those anymore. Autopilot on.
Number 875
Autopilot in
November Delta. PDC's being weird, so I gotta give it to you via voice. Let me know when you're ready to copy.
Flaps 2.
Ready to copy 5 November Delta.
Number 875 November Delta, you clear to Ocean City Airport via radar vectors, Yanni, then as filed. Maintain 3000, expect flight level 230, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequencies with me, squawk
APU bleed
5605.
off. APU off.
Alright, clear to Ocean City Municipal as filed. We'll expect radar vectors to Yanni. Maintain 3000, expect 230, 10 minutes after departure. Departure due, squawk 5605, 5 November Delta.
Alright.
November Delta, read back as correct. Advise ready for taxi.
Flaps up.
Expect 1 right.
Okay, we'll advise ready for taxi. We'll expect 1 right, 5 November Delta.
Delta 9 Kilo Oscar, turn right heading 320.
American right 320 Delta 9 Kilo Oscar.
American 14 or Delta 1454, radar contact passing 4,200. Climb and maintain 17,000.
Climb and maintain 17,000 Delta 1454. Alright.
Delta 50, or Southwest 1503. What fix are you planning to intercept from today?
That's up to you.
Just curious, they changed the charts on me. You got Jans or no?
Well, I was just expecting a vector to final to join, but
Southwest 1503, roger. Yeah, that's the plan. They changed the charts on me, so as far as fixes go, your FMC might be different than what I'm looking at. So I've got Jane,
flat and graph.
flat, and then I'll need to find another version if you want.
Well, I had splat and graph in my FMC, but I mean, whatever works.
Alright.
1503, roger. Turn right heading 290, descend and maintain 3000. Plan for splat.
290 down to 3000, Southwest 1503.
Delta 9 Kilo Oscar, turn right heading 040, direct to Twoot, maintain 4,000 till established, cleared ILS, runway 1 right approach.
American right 040.
Alright, 10,000 feet, popping out of the clouds. Runway turn off, landing and taxi lights off.
American 1518, you leave my airspace, Washington flies offline, radar service is terminated, frequency change approved,
Seatbelt
goodbye.
sign.
Over to the dark side, goodbye, 1518.
Southwest 1503, direct to Splat now, crossing at 2,400, cleared ILS, runway 33 left approach.
Alright, turn that down a little bit.
Cross splat at 2400, clear ILS 33 left, Southwest 1503.
Yeah, 109, 10 degrees to the left for me, descend and maintain 4,000.
Could you confirm my hazards?
Turn left, heading 180.
So the left 180, descend 4,000.
Delta 1454, you're going to climb out of my airspace, Washington Center is offline, radar services terminated, frequency change approved, good night.
Delta 1454, frequency change approved. Thanks for the amazing air traffic control. You have a great day.
You too. Southwest 1503, the wind to Baltimore, 0507, runway 33 left, clear to land.
Alright, climbing up to
Clear to land 33
320.
left, Southwest 1503.
Which means I can take off this headset now. Alright, flight level 320. Okay, I just got a message from one of my pilots. What did you do? let's see. Delta 135. Joshua. Accidentally deleted. Yes. Okay, cool. All right, back to the flight. And All right, seatbelt signs on. All right, who is this? Oh, it's a Cameron. No, it's a Pete. I am flying Washington Reagan to Detroit, descending into Detroit as we speak. Oh, fun. Might as well. Takes, gives you, it's, takes the effort out of figuring out where you're going to fly next. Alright. The Hug Tour's fun. The Mad Dog Tour's pretty fun, too. What? You don't have the workhorse of Delta Airlines? That ain't no freaking workhorse. Essentially, but it ain't no workhorse. They are, they spend more time on the ground than they do in the air. Atlanta. When I was working there a couple of years ago, Atlanta had 4 of them. 4 A350-900s at Delta. And they only had 2 of them because the other 2 broke down so much, and they just rotate them out. Like, I saw them every night when they'd fly, and they'd get towed into tech ops because of something. Bunch of wear and tear. Yeah. Yeah, CRJs, the Bombardier CRJs, they've had a rough go this year. One got knocked out of the sky by a helicopter. One got its tail clipped off. One rolled over on landing. Oh. Yeah. And there's a Boeing 787 stuck on top of a building in India. What's left of one, anyways. I haven't looked into that since I heard about it. What are they saying is, what's the update? No, because, it struggling to climb after takeoff indicates, one of 2 things, and either scenario is still pilot error. 1, it stalled. 2, it was overweight. What do you mean they lost power? What? The what isn't working? Interesting. Could have been. Yeah. It ain't Boeing, it's Air India. Boeing has nothing to do with it. That's the Dreamliner's first accident. No, they're freaking Indians. They don't maintain shit except for computers to scam people with. Yeah, speed tape. That rivet's loose? Okay, here, slap some speed tape on it. It won't be loose anymore after that. Alright, 14,000. We're dropping down further. I need charts for Navigraph, and I do not have them right now because I cannot afford to pay them right now. But, actually, no, I don't need it. 111.5 at 036. 3 right. I use Navigraph, and that is all I use. Yep, I got it in the FMC here too, so just pull it from there. 111.5. 111.5. We need to change that to ILS. Look what I'm flying. Look what I'm flying. This ain't no Airbus. Oh yeah, the Crash 8. No, that's the Dash 8. The Crash 8's the, or no, sorry, the Crash 800 is the Max. Hey, you know what? They got that crap worked out though, and it's a phenomenal aircraft now. Oh yeah, growing pain. Who else just joined? Cameron! There you are. I'm catching up to you in Detroit. I'm descending into Detroit right now. Took off out of Dulles a little bit ago. Or not Dulles, Reagan. You didn't? What do you mean you're not even there? Yeah, I know you did the flight Sunday. That's where you're still at, right? You're in Fort Lauderdale now. I'm probably going to do Detroit to Fort Lauderdale after this. No, you want to know something funny? Josh somehow managed to revoke his own permissions. I don't know how. The whole staff team is scratching their head right now, wondering how in the heck a pilot was able to revoke their own permissions. And so now he's sitting, yeah, Josh is sitting in the welcome center because he revoked his Discord permission somehow. Yeah, he's in timeout, essentially. But yeah, we got the Max 800 working. Went swimmingly. So I think it was just a bug. Actually, yes, not swimming in Detroit, swimming in Reagan because it was storming really bad when I left. Alright, 10,000 feet, sterile cockpit. What the hell just happened? What did I just do to this screen? Oh my god, I can't fix it. Oh my god. Oh, here we go. There we go. Alright, cool. Alright, landing lights on, runway turn off, taxi lights on. Nope. I've only had none of those. I've had it where it lags, but not where it crashes. Had to go through and delete it. Oh my god, there's another contact me. Who's bothering me now? Okay, Detroit Tower. Detroit Approach. Oh. Com 132.025. Give it 1 minute. Shenanigans. Detroit Approach, Delta 1454, with you descending out at 8,000.
1454, aircraft in Detroit Approach, hello. Information Whiskey is current in Detroit. If you can expect the visual runway 22 right, is what I think you're expecting because you're going that way.
Detroit, we are actually expecting runway 1 today.
Which one are you expecting?
We planned on shooting the ILS-1 approach today into Detroit.
There's no ILS-1 in Detroit. There's no runway 1. We have runway 4 and 3, and we're running 21 and 22.
Detroit, yeah, my bad. I'm getting my airports mixed up again. Yeah, we were expecting the ILS-3 right approach.
Yeah, we're not running 3 right now. I can vec you around for 22 right, but we're running south below currently.
Oh, okay, sounds good. Give me 1 second. I'll get what approach did you say to program in here?
You plan on the ILS-22 right when able. You're currently still on the Boeing 2 right?
I didn't. No, we were on the Clink 3 arrival coming into Detroit.
Yeah, you have filed the bones too.
That's funny because I'm looking at SimBrief and that's not what's filed. And I don't know what's going on with this crap. But we'll make it work.
Yeah, I have you in, like, your VATS and flight plan shows codes are bones too.
Okay, well, I just selected the ILS Yankee 22 right approach, and gonna need vectors now.
Okay, if you can, we're running the ILS Zulu, or, it's just, oh yeah, the ILS Zulu 22 right, and it's able proceed with, Tripper, and that's on the bones to arrival.
1 second.
If anything, I could just vector you. So if you fly present heading right now, fly heading 360, vectors for the ILS-22, correction. Actually, I'll just probably vector you onto the visual.
I've already rolled out of my turn. Hold on, just hold on.
Oh my. That's fine. The heading you're at right now is it's fine.
Just screw me all up, freaking air traffic control.
2500.
Detroit approach. What transition do you want me to program into here while I spin around in circles?
That's 1454. If able, I could just vec you onto a visual.
You know what? Actually, I think I'm just gonna disconnect because this is too much going on at the last minute.
Have a good one.
That fucking asshole fucked my entire fucking approach up. Fuck him. This is why I hate air traffic control. I'm shooting the ILS for 3 right, and there's nothing they can tell me to do about it. Well, that was annoying as hell. Freaking Detroit got on, and he's like, I need you to terminate your approach. We're running south today. I'm like, well, that's not what's going on IRL, so I'm not running south. I'm going to run the 3-right approach, as 4Flight is telling me is the current approach for the weather and the wind right now. And he's like, oh, well, we're not real world. I'm like, you're supposed to simulate real world, so I'm just going to go ahead and disconnect. And now I had to do a freaking loop and reconfigure stuff, and oh, dude, the little squeaker 14-year-old kid has no idea what he's doing. He does not need to be on approach. And it's super freaking turbulent out here, so my passengers are getting upset, and there's nothing I can do about it because it's turbulence, and it is really turbulent. Like, look at my screen. I am getting tossed around up here at 3,000 feet. Oh yeah, taking it up the tail right now, but it's rough. Like, yeah. Like, oh yeah. Well, let me here, hold on. Let's find a here we go. Open window. It doesn't look so bad now, but yeah, you can still see it. Yeah, we're getting some flex there for sure. Oh my god. All right. Let's get this plane ready for approach here. We're going to go ahead and start our APU. Do what? Dude, look at that stall. That stall margin. It just up and down. We're going to have to fly this approach fast. Because of the wind and the gusts. Alright. I'm over that crap. If I run into him again, then yeah, I'll probably will report him. He pulls that same crap. Yeah. Like, look, I wouldn't have a problem with swapping approaches at the last second if he didn't already, if he had it already ready for me, like, hey, you know, proceed to, you know, this transition on that approach. Okay, I can program it in there. He didn't even have it programmed. He just told me to break off my approach and fly this heading, and I'm like, you know what? No, this ain't gonna work. Oh, I think Detroit's the runway that has the offset ILS. This aircraft does not like to land here, so I'm gonna have to fly her in manually. That's fine. That's why I love flying into Detroit in this aircraft. Because the airport's supposed to be directly in front of me, and it's at like my 11 o'clock, so. Alright. Flaps 5. At 136. It's called radio altimeter, buddy. That 2500 you hear is your radio altimeter. That's your actual altitude above the ground. Your altimeter, your other one, the one you're usually going off of, is no, that's your sea level altimeter. That goes based off of sea level. Radio altimeter goes down to absolute zero. Sea level goes down to whatever your ground elevation is for your airport. So, yep. It's also tied into your ground proximity warning system. All right, let's see. Speed brakes. Let's go ahead and arm those. And we're going to slow down to 140, what is that? 143 knots on a 5-mile final. Oh shit! Actually, I think we're on track for the runway. Holy crap! I think so. Holy shit! This is getting bad. I might have to divert if I can't land. Variable at like 30 knots. Yeah, it's blowing me everywhere. Like, look at this. Like, this is not a stable approach. Alright, we're on the glide slope. Gear coming down. Alright, I'm going to show y'all guys how it's done, landing in Detroit. They don't call it the Windy City for nothing. 142. Laps 25. Alright, it's starting to calm down. Getting close to the ground. You still get that occasional wind gust, though. I know what I'm doing. I ain't worried about it. It's just going to turn right back on when I land, so... Alright, final approach configuration is complete. Gear down, 3 green, flaps 30. Speed 22. 1,000 feet to go. Alright, we're gonna land this plane. Alright, my aircraft.
Approaching 0, 3, right.
Light slow. Light slow.
Yeah, I know. I like to fly low. Under the glide slope. Get some calm wind here.
400.
Of course they are. Everything's ready.
300.
Positive.
200.
This lag is not helping.
Light slow. Light slow. Light slow.
Oh, holy fuck! Bang, ting, ow!
50. 40. Light slow. 30. 20. 10.
Alright. No, it's the camera. It's chase plane. It makes it look harder than it actually is. Alright. Alright, reverse thrust cancel. Retract speed brakes. Manual braking. Alright, let's get off this runway. Welcome to Detroit, ladies and gentlemen. Flaps up. Alright. Yeah, Detroit to Fort Lauderdale sounds like a nice flight. Whew. Alright. Let's check that landing right.
Approaching 0, 3, left.
223 feet per minute. Ew, I see a Spirit hangar. Ah, bomb it. Drop that Dreamliner on it, actually. I hope I turn in the right direction. Oh. Hope I don't see gates. We're gonna cheat. This. Alright, parking brake set, ground services. We'll turn the APU on. Ah, shit. I don't remember what gate Delta Park's at out here. So we're gonna look. Not when you're arriving in an airport, you are not automatically parked at a gate when you land. Flight aware. Flight finder. Let's see. KDCA. KDTW. Search. Alpha 69. I like that number. Just warp me there. Hey, look at that. We're at the gate. Imagine that. Alright, cool. Alright, engine's off. Really sucks I don't have charts. Oh yeah. We got over that though. I should have just declared an emergency. Alright, Detroit to Fort Lauderdale. Delta 655. Detroit to KFLL. 3-hour flight. That's cool. Oh, look, I'm gonna fly right over Atlanta. Alright. Flight plan download. SimBrief downloader. Export. Free file on the network. While that waits, get the PDF going. Right, swap over. 655. Yeah, probably. All right. Safety, open, start. Expedite boarding. Alright, well, we got some work to do, so let's go ahead and get it done. How many passengers on board today? 161, 7,084.
Gertie, turn left heading 270 on the rollout. The field's going to be your about 10 o'clock and 21 miles according to the site.
Heading 270, Golf Tango India with advice.
4542. Alright, fuel. How much fuel are we bearing in today? What fuel? Dude, I told you I did. I just landed. Of course I got them figured out. It's just a bug with the aircraft that happens occasionally. Total fuel. Blocked fuel is 18,617 pounds. Trip fuel.
And Golf Tango India does not have a field looking for a turn to final.
Trip. 12,970. Alright.
We're going to take India, so you don't have to ILS.
Set fuel.
Okay.
Complete.
Gertie, turn left heading 230.
230, yeah, I just want to see closer. What, where will the field be on that heading?
Yeah, the field will be at your about your 11 o'clock and 20 miles.
KDTW to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And I forgot my flight number. 655.
Romeo Tango India now has a field in sight.
Romeo Tango India, clear for zero approach runway 2 almost.
We have the visuals, one left.
Alright. Detroit, Fort Lauderdale departure. We are taking the... That's helpful. We are taking Calvin 3, stays,
with you,
transition.
Executive 554, Detroit departure, radar contact.
And what runway are they running off of today?
Executive 554, Detroit departure, taking 17,000.
X-ray. Information X-ray. Simultaneous visual approaches. 21 left, 22 right. Well, that's helpful. Where's the departures? One left, 22 right, and use. Okay, I guess that's it. I have no idea what runway I'm near. Alright, Cameron, let's see what you got. Yeah. I don't know how that's gonna help.
Security contact tower 1350.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm getting sick of not having Navigraph charts. That isn't going to help me. I got a better idea. Delta 655, Detroit Tower. Never mind. There we go. All right. Delta 655, Detroit Tower, requesting IFR to Fort Lauderdale as filed.
Delta 655, Metro Tower, expect PDC.
Delta 655, Roger, expects PDC.
Delta 1470, Delta 1427. Winds 109, RNAV Jolu, runway 21 right, clear for takeoff. RNAV Jolu, clear for takeoff, 21 right, Delta 1427.
Alright, squawk 0566. Calvin 3 departure, stage transition, climb via the SID, expect flight 380, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 132.025, plan runway 21 right. Cool. Standard instrument departure speed supply, contact 135.0 for taxi.
Metro Tower, Golf Echo Romeo Tango India is a 7.5 mile final, 2 on left.
Alright, easy to remember. 21 right.
Golf Echo Romeo Tango, India Metro Tower, wind 180 at 9 runway 21 left, clear to land. Where are you parking?
Alright, where?
Clear to land, 21 left, we'll park signature.
Roger.
Tiki 3 arrival, and the transition is Zeppelin. And we are going to land on a runway 10 left. 10 left. I don't know which transition, Holiday or Fort Lauderdale. Cameron! Hey, can you go and configure an approach in Navigraph for ILS 10 left and tell me what the approach transition would be best, if any? I got Fort Lauderdale and Holiday transition. I'm on the Tiki 3 arrival and the Zeppelin transition.
Departure 132.02, we'll see you. Departure, have you landed at 427.
Yep. Zeppelin transition. ILS 10 left for the arrival. And I do not know what the best transition would be for that, if either of those are a good transition. Alright, I'm pulling up your screen now. Okay, alright. So there's Holiday, that's far out. Zeppelin, or Fort Lauderdale. What? Where's the airport? Yeah, we're gonna do Holiday transition. Alright. Alright. Activate, execute, route, permanent.
Also be sure that the aisle is clear and sit down so that way other passengers can get by you.
What is my reserves?
Please review the executing responsibilities in the safety chart provided for you.
Reserve fuel, reserve fuel. There it is, 2,000, nope, FMS, reserve fuel is 3.8. Cost index is
Challenger Romeo Tango India,
12.
welcome in. You can taxi to signature the Whiskey Papa 5, cross 27 right Whiskey, hold short 21 right Papa 5.
ISA
And also
deviation.
saying it doesn't have a Papa 5. Can you do Whiskey and on runway 27 right and Victor crossing 3 left?
I suppose. Proof is requested.
Thank you.
Alright, ISA deviation +4. Alright. Execute in 1 limit. Alright, that's what that button's for. Calculate. Oh, we don't need that. Anti-ice off. AC on. Alright, calculate. 30 Celsius, flaps 5. Take off, flaps 5. Center gravity, trims. Yeah, beautiful. Alright, pre-flight is complete. And I don't think so. I think we're good. Could I borrow your charts actually, so I can use my ground maps? Yes, we have. I'm back. Two one right. Okay, cool. All right. That's not going to help me without my little moving maps. Alright. Yeah, so just give me the password, the email. You said 216 for the runway heading? Alright. They really need to fix this crap. Dude, Josh has been with the airline since me and him joined it at the same time. He's one of the OGs. Nope. Forget, he hasn't flown in like 4 years either. Altitude, oh shit. I don't remember. Climb via the SID. I'll just set 10,000 for that. That's a safe bet for now. Alright. Nope. Oh shit, what did you do? Yeah.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
What do you mean double drilled? You can only drill a hole once.
You're ready to go when you are. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 665, with service to
Departure check completed.
flight time
5 has been inserted.
hours and 39 minutes. Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now.
So you made a hole bigger than it was supposed to be,
Please fasten
essentially.
your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and seat backs are in the full upright position.
Lovely.
Flight attendants, please prepare cabin for departure and cross check.
Locking gear.
Sure hope Smart Cars is rolling. Oh, I never followed that pirate. Of course I am. I said, of course I am. I have no idea. I'm at Gate Alpha. Alpha something. Alpha 69, there we go. Alright. Detroit Tower. Alright. Delta 655, Detroit, requested push and start.
Stand by control.
Controller change. Yay!
Attention all aircraft, Detroit Towers closed, contact departure 13202.
Waiting on this dude. Oh my goodness. Fuck it. I'm going over to departure. Delta 655 Detroit departure requesting push and start. Gate Alpha 69.
Push at your own discretion, contact.
Delta 655, roger. Alright. Tail left, nose right. Oh, it's my own option.
Parking brake, please. Commence and push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Alright. These are going to take a lot longer to start up this go around. Yep, you know how the leaps be. Starting 2. Roll on 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screen for an important safety demonstration. Thank you for flying with us.
Another what? Oh, really?
And thanks for flying with us.
We're proud to be a part of your journey and innovating new ways to serve you as you embark on your travel.
Our first priority on every flight is the safety
I'm
of
going to
our
have to look
customers.
that up.
So before we depart, please pay close attention to this important safety message.
Be sure that all carry-on items are securely stowed in an overhead bin and place smaller items in including handbags under the seat in front of you. If you lose your electronic device in your seat, please do not touch your seat. Ask a crew member for assistance. Please ensure all aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas are clear. As we leave the gate, make sure your seatbelt is fastened.
Come on, bird! Bang and blow already.
And adjust the strap so that it's low and tight across your lap. To release the belt, just lift the top of the buckle. If you're seated in the business class cabin, secure your shoulder harness by attaching the metal tip to the fitting on the belt. To release, remove the metal tips and allow the shoulder harness to retract. Please remain seated.
Please lift parking brake.
Anytime the seatbelt sign is on.
Waiting your confirmation for engine start.
Fasten in case we experience unexpected rough air. For everyone's safety, federal regulations require all passengers to comply with the posted placards and lighted information signs located throughout the cabin, in addition to any crew member's instructions.
There she goes.
Is not allowed on any Delta flight. If federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying the rest of
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect. Unlocking gear.
I love the sound of these engines, by the way.
that can be used as backup. All exits are clearly marked with an
Starting
exit
1.
sign. However,
Roll on
if there's
1.
loss of power and cabin visibility is reduced, lights will illuminate the aisle to guide you to an exit.
Please note that exit signs on this airplane identify each exit with a green symbol. Arrows indicate the direction to the exit. Locate the exits nearest you using these green symbols, keeping in mind the nearest exit might be behind you. In the event of evacuation, leave all carry-on items behind.
It's unlikely, but if cabin pressure changes, the panel below your seat will open, revealing oxygen masks. If this happens, reach up and pull the mask or red streamer towards you until the tube is fully extended. Place the mask over your
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Just a mask is necessary. Breathe normally,
Flap set 5 degrees.
Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others.
A water evacuation is also unlikely, but just in case, life vests are located under your seats in the main cabin.
If your seat in the business class or Delta Premium Select cabin, life vests are located either in a compartment adjacent to your seat or under your armrest. To use, remove the vest from the container by pulling on the tab and then opening the pouch. Flip the
Bye.
wrap the strap around your waist and attach
Delta
it to the
655, Detroit departure, requesting taxi runway 21 right.
Inflate the vest by pulling down on the red tab.
Delta 655, Squawk Mode Charlie.
Manually inflate by blowing
Delta 655, unable.
A water-activated light is attached to each vest. If necessary, we'll distribute
Delta
additional
655, did you say that again?
35 pounds or less.
Delta 655, unable. The Max 8's mode Charlie's automatic and it only pops up on the takeoff roll.
Business class cabin, ensure your seat door is open. Please note there is a placard on the door, visible when open, explaining how to use the seat.
It also overrides the mode Charlie button in V-Pilot.
In the main cabin, ensure your aisle armrests are lowered, and in the Delta Premium Select cabin, ensure your aisle armrests are raised. As we come through the cabin for a final safety check, please let us know.
Delta 655, I'm unable to do anything until you Squawk Mode Charlie. Turn my facility SOP.
Delta 655, roger. Do you have a supervisor I can talk to about this?
Thank you for flying with Delta.
Delta 655, I can call one for you.
655, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. Well, that's just fucking fantastic. He said, per our SOP, we can't give you taxi instructions unless you're operating mode Charlie. I'm like, well, you know, I'm sorry, the Max 8's mode Charlie is automatic and it only turns on when you're beginning your takeoff roll, as is depicted in the real thing.
655, I have no supervisors online right now. What do you want to do from here?
Delta 650. 1 second, I think one just contacted me. Delta 655, we're about to try something. Let me know if you get mode Charlie here in a second.
Okay.
Alright.
Yep, Delta 655, yep, I got you down here. Runway 21 right taxi. I had another data uniform Golf Victor Mike cross 27 right.
Delta 655, taxi 21 right by Uniform Golf November cross 27 right.
Uniform Golf Victor Mike.
Uniform Golf Victor Mike, Delta 655. Alright. We're rolling. Okay, brakes work. Cameron, you still there? Alright. You got quiet. Oh yeah, she wants to go. Uniform Golf. Alright.
Detroit, it's JetBlue 27 Alpha Tango with yourself, just passing 1000.
27 Alpha Tango, Detroit approach. Hello, the Metro altimeter 2997. Information access turn expected visual approach on 21 left.
Well, expect the visual on 21 left, and it's 2997, 27 Alpha Tango.
Approaching 09 left.
All right. Detroit's airport layout's actually surprisingly simple to navigate.
Approaching 03 left.
What is the Mike 6 is the last one? And Detroit departure, holding short runway 21 right at Mike 6.
And up 655, RNF to Sergey, winds 180 at 9, runway 21 left clear for the, or correction, 21 right clear for takeoff.
Runway 21 right, RNAV Sergey, clear for takeoff, Delta 655.
Approaching 21 right.
Blue 27 Alpha Tango, depart Cabo heading 270, and after Cabo just to maintain 5,000. Yeah.
Once we leave Cabo, we're going to be heading 270 and 5,000.
On runway 21 right.
Approach, Delta 1342 with you descending through
and take off.
Program for runway 22 left.
$80 knots.
Delta 1342 Detroit approach, hello. If you can you take the outlet 21 left?
I can do 21 left, 1342 heavy.
Actually, if you could take the, I mean, I can set you up for the outlet, but if you can take the visual out also.
Positive climb, you're up.
To reprogram it, Delta 1342.
Okay.
Yeah, 27 Alpha saying you can expect a visual. Zeppelin 27 Alpha Tango, the field's at your 9 o'clock and 2 miles toward the site.
Sorry, just bear with us. Control 27 Alpha Tango may have just had a sim crash. Have you still got us moving?
Have a great evening. Sorry about that. Yep.
Cheers, thank you.
Delta 655, radar contact to altitude.
655, climbing through 5,000.
Delta 655, roger. Radar contact, climb maintain 17,000, direct fall.
Climb and maintain 17,000 and go direct call Delta 655.
And a short approach Golf Echo Romeo Tango India with information X-ray looking to pick up I-42 Miami.
Romeo Tango India, Detroit approach, hello again. You're clear to Miami. Calvin 3 departure, Stacy transition as cloud, climb via SID, departure this frequency squawk 7212.
7212, Golf Tango India.
Romeo Tango India, bring you back correct to advisory taxi.
Good afternoon, Detroit. This is JetBlue 15 Golf. We're with you descending to 140.
JetBlue 15 Golf, Detroit approach, hello. You can expect the islands for 21 left approach. And formation X-ray.
Information X-ray and ILS 21 left approach, respect you. JetBlue 15 Golf.
This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to connect to the Wi-Fi, you require to pay a small fee. You offer to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi to find out more information.
Delta 1342, or cross Cabo 6000, at Cabo cleared, ILS 21 left approach.
Cabo cleared, ILS approach, runway 21 left, Delta 1342.
Why, hello there. You're driving, so you saw lightning, so you turned the radio on. Why? You're driving and you turned the radio on because you saw lightning. Why? Do what? Interesting. I would be more afraid of the sound of thunder than I am lightning. Going to your MRI? Sounds like fun. I am, this is what I'm doing. Yep. I'm flying for 3 hours. I just took off out of Detroit and I'm flying to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Where? Where? How come I'm just now hearing about this? We didn't quit until January. But you just said you had to go there in December. I'm so confused. Oh, okay. That makes sense now. So, what's in Fort Lauderdale? A what? Oh. Yeah, I'm sorry.
JetBlue 15 Golf, Cross Cabo 6000 at Cabo, cleared ILS 21 left approach.
Cross Cabo at 6000 and we'll be cleared on the ILS approach for JetBlue 15 Golf.
Detroit departure, Golf Echo, I'm saying, you're looking taxi 21, right?
Gertie, runway 21 right, taxi via Mike.
Yeah, Mike.
Gertie, RNAV to Sergey, winds 1809, runway 21 right, clear for takeoff.
Sergey, runway 21 right, clear for takeoff.
JetBlue 15 Golf, did you say you wanted us to send to 6000?
Yeah, Cabo on the approach is Cabo at 6000.
Cabo at 6000 for JetBlue 15 Golf.
Thank you, sir. Delta for 1342, the Metro winds 1809, runway 21 left, clear to land.
Delta 1342, clear to land, runway 21 left.
JetBlue 15 Golf, do you still want us to stay at 6,000?
JetBlue 15 Golf, sorry, say again?
What altitude would you like us at? Still at 6,000?
You should be clear for the approach, so whatever the chart says.
Okay, clear for the approach. Roger that. JetBlue 15 Golf.
Detroit departure Golf, I can remember taking in passing 3,227.
Gertie, radar contact, plummeting 1717 to then proceed direct fall.
7,000 direct kilo.
This is JetBlue 15 Golf. We are fully established on the ILS.
JetBlue 15 Golf, the Detroit Metro winds 180 at 9, runway 21 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, JetBlue 15 Golf.
That's 1342, welcome to Detroit, Michigan. Turn right when able.
Vacated right, Delta 1342.
And Delta 1342, where are you parking?
Wherever you want to put me. I've got no preference at all.
Okay, Delta 1342, I'll send you to McNamara. Taxi to parking via Whiskey Juliet Uniform 9 and any parking on your right.
Sorry, just repeat that for me, please, Delta 1342.
Delta 1342, taxi to parking via Whiskey Juliet Uniform 9 and any parking on like the Alpha 30, Alpha 40 through like 28 is like heavy gate, just for your reference.
Okay, lovely. I will taxi via Whiskey Juliet Uniform 9 and taxi, park anywhere on the right.
Gertie, you're coming out of my airspace. Cleveland Center's closed. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved. Golf thing right here.
JetBlue 15 Golf, welcome to Detroit, Michigan. Exit right when able, where you parking?
I reckon 15 Golf will be parking with me, Detroit.
Okay, JetBlue 15 Golf, you can just follow the A350.
Yes, thank you very much for speaking on my behalf, ATC. Thank you so much for the wonderful ATC. We will follow the Delta. He's kind of slow on his taxi, though. Could you tell me, what is the average taxi speed here in Detroit, please?
Yeah, it's faster than that. That Delta's pretty like a sloth.
He's pretty slow, isn't he? Thank you very much.
Oh boy.
I'm just going to apologise for my friend. We normally fly a company aircraft, but I felt like being a rebel today.
Don't we all sometimes?
Is 31 knots good enough for you, JetBlue 15 Golf?
That'll do, thank you. Detroit JetBlue 15 Golf, thank you for the incredible ATC. Have a lovely rest of your day.
You as well. Cheers, mate.
Delta 2327 radio check. Delta 2327 radio check.
555. Yep, I got you.
Delta 2327 looking to pushing start with X-ray.
Yeah, 2327, what are you trying to do today?
Fly to Cleveland.
Okay, Delta 2327, I got no flight plan on file. Going VFR, IFR, what you doing?
VFR. Delta.
Okay, did you want flight following? Because you're in a Bravo, so I need some VFR clearance from you.
Okay. Yeah, we can do flight following. Delta.
Okay, Delta 2327, what's your requested altitude?
It's flight level 150, does that work for Delta 2327?
Yeah, it's technically not illegal, sure. Okay, Delta 2327, you're cleared out of the Detroit Metropolitan Class Bravo airspace. Maintain VFI at 4,000, expect higher after takeoff, and squawk 5231.
Delta 2327, I heard 5231 for the squawk. Could you repeat for anything else?
Delta 2327, you're cleared out of the Detroit Class Bravo airspace. Maintain VFR at 4,000, expect higher after departure. Departure is this frequency, squawk 5231.
Cleared out of Detroit Airport, maintain VFR at 4,000, squawk 5231.
2327, readback is correct. Such is at your own discretion, and call me for taxi.
Detroit, thank you for your lovely ATC today. Delta 766 signing off, and I wish you a pleasant evening.
You as well. Cheers, mate.
Good evening. This is Delta 2542 requesting a high for return to Atlanta Airport.
Alright, I'm back.
Yeah, that's a 5542 Detroit for Detroit departure. Hello. You're also inside of another aircraft, but okay, yeah, you're cleared to Atlanta. Cabin 3 departure, Stagey transit to now file. 5 VSA departure this frequency, Spark 0666.
We are cleared to Atlanta.
Alright. You still there?